Welcome to Indian England News. Our guest today is Sunita Kanchinadam. She is TiECON chair and a senior executive at State Bank in Boston. We are going to talk to her today about upcoming TiE Boston's flagship annual conference called TiECON, which is also the largest entrepreneurial conference in New England. Sunita is chairing this conference this year, and let's see what she has to offer this year to Boston entrepreneurs. Sunita, welcome to our studio.
Thank you.
And thank you so much for your time.
Thank you. It's a pleasure.
Excellent. So now I want to start with the name of the conference. This time the theme is the intentional entrepreneur. So let's start. What is intentional entrepreneur?
Right. So we talked about a number of different themes, and that itself was a very revealing and a very exciting, fascinating journey. And we came to the conclusion about a very stark observation about what's happening around us. Gone are the days when you have an entrepreneur with a very stereotype or a very conventional business background. And now you have entrepreneurs from a variety of backgrounds, different age groups. But underlying all of that, there is a theme to it. The theme is they're all driven by a purpose. And that purpose is not just about profit. It is about the planet. It is about people and the profit all together coming together. And the sustainability goes around it. And this very same purposeful intent around entrepreneurship is what we called as intentional entrepreneur. So the theme is the rise of the intentional entrepreneur.
So now it leads me to the next question is, let's talk a little bit about details of the conference. It's a 2-day conference in April, right? 27th?
Yes. April 27th and 28th.
28th. And it's, I have attended almost all the TiECON conferences in all these years here. So tell us a little bit in more detail that, how many tracks you have, what are the themes of the tracks?
Absolutely.
And how the conference is going to flow.
Absolutely. So that's the fun part of it as we are planning it out over the course of the 2 days. First of all, it's a content-rich conference, no doubt about it. But it also underscores the main intent of what TiE Boston is all about. It's about fostering entrepreneurs and encouraging them. And over the course of the 2 days, we would have a variety of topics, really, about healthcare and life sciences, where we talk about drug discovery, where we talk about accelerating drug discovery through AI and bringing distributed digital care to the bedside and helping both the common man or woman as well as the healthcare providers. And the other track that we have is about manufacturing. And you would say, manufacturing, that's interesting. But really, there is a groundbreaking set of innovation that is happening around manufacturing, around bringing carbon neutrality, and how the whole materials, the way the manufacturing happens is fundamentally changing. And New England was once upon a time the hub of manufacturing, and now we are bringing it right back into New England. So we'll be talking about that very same renaissance around manufacturing. And other than that, we have a ton of other topics that we explored through, and we distilled it down to the other innovations that are happening around cybersecurity and AI around cybersecurity. How could you not have a conference? How could you not talk about ChatGPT in the conference? And ChatGPT all about the commercial aspects as well as what is exciting the academia. And the most important, of course, is ESG. Which is going to change every aspect of our life. And as
now,
well as
those who may not be familiar with the ESG acronym, if you can explain that.
Absolutely. ESG is actually an acronym for environmental, social, and governance. That again brings back the very theme of our conference, which is around the people, planet, and profit. So the environment is around the planet and the social is around the people, which is a very important aspect of where the industries are changing and the governance around it. So that is the ESG panel that we will be covering. And the highlight of our conference is about, again, going back to the entrepreneur as a persona. And we have startup and mentoring lounges where we would be inviting several startups to be able to meet with either investors or with entrepreneurs who have been successful, who can advise them, who can guide them. So that's the course of the 2-day conference.
That sounds very exciting. And so now you mentioned ESG and manufacturing.
Yeah.
And so let's come back to manufacturing first. I mean, I remember, one of my clients was looking to open a manufacturing plant in the United States. And they looked at 3 locations, Boston, and near Philadelphia, and Silicon Valley area. And after doing all this stuff, they selected Boston. And then, we asked them that why Boston? And the company said that, all the other locations were equally good, but Boston provided the exact skill set they were looking for. This type of skill set was not available anywhere.
Very true. Very true. The skill set is not in the day, back in the day of manufacturing as in the sheer labor around manufacturing, but more to do with the latest technologies that are invested in for coming to a carbon neutral environment, as well as using the latest technologies around how the materials themselves are manufactured. And the academia that is around in the Boston area is a huge, huge support system to bring about these technologies and to make the manufacturing industry a huge success. And of course, not to mention and not to forget the very fact that Massachusetts state government is also very invested in building up the manufacturing industry within the New England area.
Yeah. And also life sciences as well. So you will have about 3 main tracks: life sciences, manufacturing, life sciences, healthcare, manufacturing,
and innovation.
Yes. And ESG, etc., will come in the innovation track, right?
Yes.
And so how the conference will be structured? Like each track will have different panels and.
Yes. So on the first day, we will be going over the ChatGPT, as well as one of the other discussions that we'll have is around real estate. And go figure, real estate as in not just buying a house or a commercial property, but really passive investment where anybody can invest in real estate, and a lot more to do with it. That we'll be bringing about that in the conference, and as well as the startup and the mentoring lounges that I just talked about. That will be covered on day 1. And on April 28th, which is the second day, it would cover a series of different keynote speakers, the industry experts and the who's who would be invited to speak to our entire community. And each of the tracks would have different panels. And there would be multiple panels that would be running at the same time, and that the audience would have would be picking and choosing whichever panel is of interest to them and would be able to attend. And again, another part of it, which I probably didn't mention, and another highlight is the conference would be bringing together the other aspects of what TiE Boston is about. We have TiE Angels, we have TiE Scale Up. All these companies that are supported through TiE Boston would also be a spotlight in the conference, where you could attend booths where some of the companies would showcase what their products are all about.
So also I'm here that this time it seems there are a lot of first at the TiECON. Like I think this will be the first time TiECON will focus on real estate. I have not, because it has been always technology. So for the first time, we will get an opportunity with technology.
Absolutely.
And also the manufacturing. This is maybe the first time I'm also hearing about manufacturing.
Very true. So another observation that we made was, we do talk about technology, and no doubt technology is the center of a lot of the industries, but technology also plays a pivotal role, not just in the fintech and in the healthcare and life sciences. It plays a pivotal role in all aspects and all industries, as a lot of you know. Real estate being one part of it, and manufacturing being another part of it. And these are the latest of the trends. That is what we want to share from the very same industry experts that are in these sectors to the broader community within the New England area.
So now our audience is very wide audience. It's not necessarily entrepreneurs or business people.
Yes.
So now if any one of them are listening or watching our conversation, Who should attend this TiECON and why they should attend it and what they will get out of TiECON?
For sure, for sure. So I have a little story to tell. I was at the TiE Boston Gala, and I was introduced to one of the renowned experts who was a clinician, and he asked me, he said, what
You
have
went Gala last year, right?
Yes, Gala,
Yeah.
December
December, okay.
22nd, yes.
Okay.
And while I was speaking with him, he said, I'm a clinician and I'm from the academia world. What have I got to do with the conference? Why would I attend? And for a second, I paused and I said, whether you're from the academia, whether you're a young professional fresh out of college, or maybe even in college, or you are somebody who's very interested in entrepreneurial opportunities, or you're a corporate executive, what ties all of us together really is the innovation, how we are creative about disrupting society for the betterment of the society, which again brings us back to the people, planet, and profit. So when I explained this and I said our conference is all about the innovation, the culture shifts in innovation, and anybody who has intellectual curiosity, whether you're from college, fresh out of college, or a young professional, or you're a budding entrepreneur looking for a startup opportunity, or you just started a company and you're looking for guidance and a support system or an incubator, or you're looking for investment, any of you who is interested in these topics could attend the conference and you'll get something out of it, or you'll meet some pretty cool people who are the industry experts who will be there.
I think one of my charm has been, the networking opportunities there.
Yes.
That basically who's who from the entrepreneurial and business world there throughout the day. So networking is a great opportunity.
Absolutely. So we have certain segments that are open for networking, and you have the opportunity to meet the rest of either the TiE Boston community or some of the panel speakers who are the who's who, the CEOs, the C-suite who are in various companies, or the successful entrepreneurs. And a lot of them who are in our TiE Boston community are serial entrepreneurs with a wealth of wisdom and experience. And that's a fantastic forum to be introduced to some of these people.
Is there going to be some fun there as well?
Yes, for sure. And do stay tuned to some of those fun activities that we'll be having. We are thinking about various ways that would be icebreakers, as well as how you would be introduced to some of these fascinating people who would be at the conference through some fun events. Absolutely.
And can you also talk? I read when the announcement was made about the TiECON, there will be some mentor lounges, investor lounges.
Yes.
So,
a little bit about the investor and mentoring lounges. When we talk about TiE Boston, the center of the TiE Boston is all about the persona of an entrepreneur. So, an entrepreneur, if you are an entrepreneur who has a startup, then we have a number of our community members who are venture capitalists as well as angel investors. And we would be introducing some of these startup companies to these venture capitalists as well as angel investors. And for the mentoring lounges, we do have TiE Boston Scale Up, where some of these community members, for example, you could have somebody who's looking at some legal questions around IP protection. And we would be introducing some of these companies to the who's who is part of our community, and match them up to give them guidance. And truly, this is not just about meeting them at the conference, but the conference is only the beginning, where you could go further from there and benefit from some of those relationships that you would foster from there.
Excellent. Now, what will be your last word about TiECON?
I would say the TiECON East is about what you want to get out of it. And there are different aspects of it that you can get out of it. You pick what you want, whether it is networking, content, meeting an angel investor, or getting guidance from a successful entrepreneur, or just being there, soaking it all in, and the excitement around the latest trends. You have it. So over the 2 days, we would take you through the journey of so many of these fascinating industry experts, and not just that, meeting all these fascinating people, all coming together under the same roof over the span of those 2 days, celebrating an entrepreneur. Really, that's what it is all about, and a lot of us are all psyched about it.
Now, before I let you go, one more time the details about the dates and the place where the TiECON is going to happen and where people can find information.
Absolutely. So the dates of the conference are April 27th and April 28th. It would be at the Westin Hotel in Waltham, Massachusetts. And anybody's welcome. You can register at the TiECON Boston, TiE Boston website, and the details will be provided to you over there as to how you can go about registration.
Excellent. Sunita, thank you so much for your time.
Thank you so much.
And all the best for the TiECON. I'm sure I'll be there.
Thank you, Upendra. And it was very nice talking to you.
Excellent.
And all of you, welcome to TiE Boston TiECON East Conference.
Excellent.